The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The doctor in front of your name.
I just think that, like, as Black women, like, we also have to get to a place of acknowledging that, you know, some of us may not have learned the tools, but it's okay to learn them now in adulthood. I think when we go through life and we normalize these ideas, like this idea of strength, or, you know, just being able to kind of like power through situations, I think that keeps us in places to where we feel like, well, my grandmom did it, my auntie did it, my mom did it, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be able to kind of like put this mask on and keep it moving. And, you know, just because it's normalized don't mean that it's adaptive, doesn't mean it's healthy, doesn't mean it's functional.
Right. There's a lot of maladaptive behavior in our community that we think is healthy that's not healthy. Like, we do a lot of things out of trauma that's not really putting us in a position to win. It's just putting us in a position to perpetuate the cycles that we've seen.
That same cycle, right? That same cycle. So I love that we're talking about this. I think you do great work, especially for Black men, because Black women, like, and I'm going on a tangent here, but I feel like I'm not gonna say we have the resources, but we have the support. We have, shout out to Essence, we got Essence magazine that's targeted toward Black women. We have, you know, like the hashtags Black Girl Magic, Black Girls Rock, that platform, that whole award show. But we don't have like a Black men's platform. And I remember having this conversation with a friend about how, like, Black men in this country are neglected. There aren't many resources. There aren't many people that's pushing the health and well-being of Black men.
Yeah. Like, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. I said this the other day when I was talking about, like, we see a lot on social media, Black men going viral on podcasts, saying a lot of, you know, sometimes it can be distasteful or negative things depending on a person's perspective. And I was saying the reason why we see a lot of these clips is, one, because of, you know, these platforms are going to promote whatever they feel like is going to get the most engagement, but also because a lot of Black men don't feel like they have any other space to express themselves outside of a podcast. And so they get on a podcast and their expression is so raw and unfiltered, and it hasn't really been, they haven't really learned how to express themselves healthily. And so everything comes out like, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just vomit, right? Like, it's just really just them just expressing whatever is on their mind. And so I feel like the part of the reason why we see a lot of that is because a lot of these men, you know, a lot of the men in our community don't feel like they have spaces that are geared towards them and their experiences. And so that's part of what I'm trying to do. There are other platforms that are dedicated to showing like healthy representations of Black men. And while that's important, I think it's equally important to create platforms where Black men feel welcomed and feel like they're catered to, and like they can be at peace. That's something that I've been talking to my consultant about, because we're going to create an exclusive community. And one of the main things that we're trying to do with that exclusive community is create an environment where Black men feel at peace, and where we can have these conversations and grow and actually heal outside of just social media, right? Like, we can have a lot of these conversations in community forums. Like I talked about the Clubhouse chats that I used to do. I can't really do that on IG and an IG live. That's not the same setting. And I don't want to be in Clubhouse doing that either, because Clubhouse is just like, I'm just going to have to hop into another app. I don't want to do that. So the solution is to create an exclusive community, exclusive experience where they can have that categorized content where it talks about relationships or depression or suicidal ideations or anxiety or mental health just in general. And then it also has a community forums where we can all get together as a community, maybe on Zoom or whatever the case may be, kind of Zoom format, and have these conversations. And we could also have like low cost therapy in there. We could have medical concierge service so that people can be able to book their own doctor's appointments. They just make a request and then the organization will take care of it for them. So it's about creating these solutions, right? Because we don't have anything like this for Black men right now. We don't. And I want to be part of that change.
The doctor in front of your name.
The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.